Hi friends, happy Friday. Welcome back to math today. Today for math, you will need pages 377 through 380 and a pencil. So that's out of your Math and Visions workbook. So go ahead and pause the video and grab the materials that you need. All right, friends, welcome back. Today we're going to start our video, as we always have, with some skill practice review. So we're going to go over our numbers out of order, and then we'll practice counting and some addition fluency. So get your brains ready to learn and get your brains ready to do some math. Here we go. What number is this? 7. Let's keep going. 16, 1, 3, 2, 18, 17, 13, 9, 6, 4, 14, 11, 8, 12, 10, 19, 20, 15, 5. Good job. Kiss your brains over there. Tell yourself, I did great. Awesome. All right, now let's practice some counting. Today we're going to do what we've been practicing, but I'm going to stop at a different number. So remember, when we count, we're counting in sequence, which means in order. And we know that when we count in sequence or in order, our number gets bigger as we count forward. But when we count backwards, what happens? Our number gets smaller. So let's start by counting with starting at the number 1. And while we count, we're going to exercise. So we're going to start by doing some air punches. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do the sprinkler. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's do the thumb dance. 21, 22, 23, 24, and stop. Everybody say stop or rewind. Very good. Now we're going to turn it around. We're going to count backwards from 24 to 0. Ready? Here we go. 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. You know what time it is. Let's give ourselves a roller coaster cheer. Ready? Click, click, click. Oh, woo. Excellent job counting forward and backwards. You guys are smarty patardies. All right, now let's take a look at our addition fluency cards. Remember, when we're adding, we're putting groups together to make them, that's right, bigger than before. Except when we add with 0, then our number stays the same. All right, so again, just like yesterday, we're going to read the whole sentence and give the answer so that pretty soon we can just flip through these and just give the answer. But let's see if you guys can beat me to the answer again today. Ready? Here we go. 0 add 2 equals 2. 0 add 1 equals 1. 0 add 2 equals 2. 4 add 0 equals 4. 0 add 0 equals 0. 5 add 0 equals 5. 1 add 2 equals 3. 1 add 3 equals 4. Very good. We had a lot of adding with zeros in that one. So those should be zippity quick, easy peasy. Just like this. 2, 1, 2, 4. So we should know the answers zippity quick. Excellent job. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our learning target for today. Today we're going to dive more into subtracting. Our learning target says I can subtract by taking parts away from a whole. So we know that when we subtract, we start with a whole group and we take some of the things away. When we subtract, our number gets smaller, except when we subtract with 0, then our number stays the same. Okay, so we're going to take a look at our solve and share on page 377. All right, so let's take a look at our solve and share on page 377. It tells us Marta is watching some bugs. So here's Marta, and here are the bugs she's watching. She sees 4 ladybugs, but then 2 crawl away. How can you complete this sentence right here to tell how many ladybugs are left? Well, first of all, we know this is a math sentence set up because we see there's 1, 2, 3 blanks. We've been practicing writing some sentences for adding, and we've taken a look at some for subtracting. We also know this is a sentence because of this guy right here. What's he called? A period. Very good. So instead of using our symbols, take away or subtraction symbol, and our equal sign, there's some words that tell us we're taking away. So it says blank, take away blank is blank. So we're going to start by counting how many ladybugs there are all together. So let's count and mark out. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to write our 4 on the first line, down and over, and down once more. Okay, now how many ladybugs does it tell us walk away? 2. So we're going to mark out 2. 1, 2, and write a 2 on the next line. Okay, if you would like to, you can write these symbols above the takeaway and is words, but you do not have to. I just wanted you to see what those meant. All right, so now we have our sentence set up. 4 take away 2 is blank. Well, we have X's on these two guys, so we're going to circle our leftovers, and let's count how many are inside the circle. 1, 2. So now we're going to write a 2 on the last line. 4 take away 2 is 2 left over. Okay? So we showed all the steps by showing our work with our X's in circle. Let's take a look now at our guided practice. Our guided practice gives us some stories that go along with the picture. So let's start with number 1 with the bumblebees. So the dotted numbers are already there for us, but we're going to show our work to get some extra practice in. Let's count how many bumblebees there are all together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's trace our 6 down to a loop. A 6 makes a hoop. Okay? Now I'm going to keep practicing writing my symbol for take away, the subtraction symbol. So above the words take away, I'm putting my minus sign. Now it says, how many leave? Marta sees 6 bumblebees, 3 leave. How many bumblebees are left? 3 leave, right? So let's put X's on the 3 that are leaving. 1, 2, 3, and trace our 3 around the tree, around the tree. That's the way to make a 3. And then above our word is, we're going to write our equal sign to show that we're about to give our answer. And we're going to circle our other group. Now let's count how many are inside that group. 1, 2, 3. 3 in that circle or in that group. So our sentence says 6 take away 3 is 3. Okay, let's take a look at our ladybugs now. It says Marta now sees 7 ladybugs. So let's count just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, now let's write our 7 on the line across the sky and down from heaven. It says 2 of the ladybugs leave. How many ladybugs are left? So what do we need to do next? We need to put an X or mark out 2 ladybugs. 1, 2. So on the next line, we're going to write a 2. And again, if you want to write your subtraction symbol, that's great. And then our equal sign above the word is. So now our sentence is set up. 7 take away 2 is blank. Let's circle our leftovers and count how many are inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many are left? 5. Let's write it on the line. Straight line down, halfway around, head on top, 5 is found. Good. So I'm going to read the sentence to you, and I want you to read it back to me. It says 7 take away 2 is 5. Your turn. 7 take away 2 is 5. Good job. Kiss your math brains over there. And let's flip past page 379. That's what you'll do today for Google Classroom. And let's take a look at page 380, where we see the snails, grasshoppers, and butterflies. Okay, so just like our guided practice, we have a story for each. So listen closely. We're going to start with number 7. It says, Jeremy sees 8 snails on the sidewalk. 3 slink away. How many snails are left? Okay, so let's start by counting how many he has all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 snails all together we know that some are going to be taken away. That's a very big subtraction symbol. Let me erase some of that. Whoop, there we go. Okay. How many does it tell us are taken away or slink away, which means just kind of inching along the way? 3. Let's mark out 3. 1, 2, 3. Then write a 3 on the next line. Then our equal sign. So now we're set up for our answer. 8 take away 3 is blank. So let's circle our leftovers that don't have X's, and let's count how many are inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8 take away 3 is 5. Period. Very good. The period's already there. I just wanted to say it so that you knew it was a sentence. All right, let's take a look now at the grasshoppers. If at all we're going way too fast, no worries at all. Just pause the video or rewind at any point. All right, now it says that Jeremy sees 6 grasshoppers in the grass. 3 hop away. How many grasshoppers are left? So what do we need to do first? The first thing we need to do is count our whole group. How many grasshoppers there are all together? So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to write our 6 on the first line down to a loop. 6 makes a hoop. Then our subtraction symbol. And then it says how many hop away? 3. So let's mark out 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 6 take away 3 is, so there's our equal sign. Now we need to circle our leftovers and count how many. 1, 2, 3 left over. Okay, so notice we're not adding, we're subtracting. Okay. All right. Down to the butterflies. Our butterfly story tells us that Jeremy sees 9 butterflies in the garden. 4 flutter away. How many butterflies are left? So again, we're going to start by counting our whole group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. First a circle, then a line. So it tells us that there are 9 altogether. It tells us that in the story, but we want to make sure just by counting. Let's do our subtraction symbol for taking away. How many does it say flew away in the story? 4, that's right. So let's put an X on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and write our 4 on the next line. And then our equal sign. Now let's circle our leftovers and count how many are inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our answer is 5. So our sentence says 9 take away 4 is 5. All right, let's look at the challenger together. You guys are doing such a great job. Keep it up. So our challenger says that we're going to draw a story to show, or we're going to draw a picture to show the story and then complete the sentence to match the picture. So we're going to do exactly what we've been practicing, but this time we're going to draw the picture to go with it. It says Jeremy sees 7 inchworms on a tree. 4 crawl away. How many inchworms are left? So what shape do you think we should use for an inchworm? I'm thinking an oval. So let's use an oval to draw how many inchworms? 7 in our whole group. So let's draw 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Very good. Now you may need to pause on this one because we're going a little quick, but if not, great job. And we'll keep moving. So now that I've drawn my 7, I still want to make sure that I didn't draw too many or not enough. So I'm going to count and mark out how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, I have 7. So I'm going to start with my whole group of 7. I'm going to draw my subtraction symbol. And then my story tells me that 4 crawl away. So I'm going to put an X on 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice how I X'd the 4 that were the closest together. I didn't X random inchworms. I could do that, but it's harder to circle them. So now my leftovers are all next to each other. I'm just going to draw one big circle and then count. Oh, we skipped a step though. We need to write how many we put X's on. So how many have X's? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay. So now we've circled our leftovers and we've counted how many are left over. 1, 2, 3. So our answer is 3. 7 take away 4 is 3. Make sense? Get it? Got it? Good. All right, let's look back at what you're going to do today. So I'm going to read a story for each problem to you. After the story, I'm going to have you pause the video so that you can complete the work for each. Again, if at all I'm going too fast, definitely rewind the video so that you guys can know what each story is and what you need to do, okay? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 problems. Let's start with number 3. It says, Emily sees 6 grasshoppers on the table. 2 hop away. How many grasshoppers are left? So go ahead and pause the video and complete your work. You're going to show how many grasshoppers there are altogether, mark out how many hop away, and write how many are left over. Make sure to show your work by circling your leftovers. Go ahead and pause the video and show your work. All right, let's take a look at number 4. It says, Emily sees 7 dragonflies. 3 fly away. How many dragonflies are left? Okay, so remember to count your whole group first, write your number, then mark out how many are flying away, write your number, circle your leftovers, and write how many you have left. Go ahead and pause the video and do those steps. All right, welcome back. Let's do number 5. Number 5 says, Emily sees 8 caterpillars resting on a branch. 4 crawl away. How many caterpillars are left? So go ahead and pause the video and show your work for that problem. And let's take a look at the last one now. Number 6, it says, ants can move material much bigger than themselves. Emily sees 10 ants on a picnic blanket. That's a lot of ants. 4 walk away. How many ants are left? Okay, so go ahead and pause the video and show your work for that problem. When you're finished with this whole paper, post it to your teacher's Google Classroom. Great job subtracting today, friends. Keep up the great work, and I can't wait to see you next week for your next math lessons.